closer to me. Baby, come 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 closer to me. Come closer, closer, closer. Closer to me. Closer, closer. Baby, come closer to me. Closer, 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 closer. Baby, come closer to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Closer to me. Closer to me. Closer to me. Closer to me. When you give me sugar, sugar make me lose my mind. When you give me sugar, sugar take me back in time. When you give me sugar, sugar make me groove all night. Baby, come closer to me. When you call me baby, baby make me lose control. Do I like it, baby? Sweet my mind and sweet my soul. When you call me baby, baby please don't let me go. Baby, come closer to me. I have a tendency to rush. Sometimes I lose my patience. She told me listen to the sea, the sky and all the birds. I'd rather wander through you and not know where I'm going. Come closer, closer, closer. Closer, closer. Closer to me. When you give me sugar, sugar, sugar make me lose my mind. When you give me sugar, sugar take me back in time. When you give me sugar, sugar make me groove all night. When you give me sugar, sugar make me lose my mind. When you give me sugar, sugar take me back in time. When you give me sugar, sugar make me groove all night. Come closer. Toby, I don't like everybody. Baby, come, sugar, come closer to me. Baby, come, sugar, come closer to me. Baby, come, sugar, come closer to me. Yeah, baby, come, sugar, come closer to me. Yeah.
Closer to Me, performed live by Kokoroko in front of a World Cafe audience. I'm Raina Duras, talking to members of Kokoroko today. Sheila Maurice Gray, who plays trumpet and was on vocals there, and percussionist Onome Edgeworth, both of Kokoroko. Welcome to the World Cafe.
How you doing? Lovely to be here again.
Hey.
So happy to have you. Before we get into everything about the band, Onome, you said that song, Closer to Me, is a hip-hop record at its core. What makes it a hip-hop record to you?
At the heart of, I guess, when we write music, we have all these influences flying around in our head. And like for me, I'm a percussionist, so all I hear is drums. And that groove there, I think it starts with one groove and then jumps straight into another groove that I guess references even music from the city, like the Roots and music we grew up with. It's just flying through it. We were trying to pull off something there. Whether we done it, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's definitely in there.
I can hear the references, I think. Yeah, definitely. And we are going to dig into how the whole band got together later on in the interview, but I want to kind of start at the beginning. Sheila and Onome, let's go back to before you met each other. Onome, you were involved in music pretty early on and the music industry with your mom, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
My mum was a dancer and then worked with all these like incredible West African and Caribbean musicians in London. There was like a thriving world music scene with not a lot of money in it, but definitely like a lot of shows. And I guess it was a very small, close-knit community that I was lucky enough to grow up in.
And you managed artists together?
No, I was just hanging around disturbing her. She done a lot of managing and a lot of working, but then we all grew up in a youth program that she run, and within that youth program, it worked with artists to work in the community.
Yeah.
And as I got older, it went on for so long that I ended up working and then managing on it. Sheila being one of my employees.
Okay.
She doesn't like to admit it.
He was not my boss.
Well, Onome, what's an early memory you have, something that stuck with you about being around musicians all the time?
I think probably waking up in a party at 3 a.m. and just having drums everywhere and loud music and looking for my mum and her standing on it on the top of a hay bale, like leading a whole room of people in dance. Like the fear and then the admiration I had for my mum. I was like, wow, this is
a fear?
A different, like where's mum and what is all this noise? But and then finding her and she's like, I was like, oh wow, like this is quite a powerful, impressive person.
And when did you decide to start playing music yourself?
I always loved it. I think I produced and like wrote as a kid, and then I gave it up, and Sheila kind of strong-armed me back into music.
I'm speaking with Kokoroko on World Cafe today. I'm talking to Sheila and Onome from the band. So you knew about each other first, but you met in Kenya just over a decade ago. Is that right?
That's not completely true. We like you said before, we were both working for his mum's organization. So I was working as like an art teacher or after school program, and then Onome's mum was like, "Oh, you should come to this program that I do." We went to Kenya. And Onome was overseeing many other people, and I was included. We just started talking about music. Started talking about the music that we had downloaded. And the rest is history. We're like, oh, let's start an Afrobeat band.
Like the music you had downloaded at that moment for the trip?
At that moment for the trip.
What did you have on your playlist?
I remember specifically we had Love and Death. Because that was the first time I heard that song, Love and Death by Iba Taylor. I remember also we had one song, you had one song by, what's his name? Common. And it was his dad talking over a bunch of musicians, I think Roy Hargrove. And it's funny that you said in the beginning about the song sounding like hip-hop drums. I think this song, Closer to Me, has got kind of a close relationship with hip-hop, but also Afrobeat as well. It's like a nice mix between the two, which I think that song, that Common song has as well.
Okay, we're going to hear you play some more, then we'll come back and we'll keep chatting. This is the first song on the album. It's called Never Lost. Is there anything you want to tell us about it before we hear it?
It's Johan's favorite song.
Tell us why.
Hi. Just ever since the first time I heard it, it's just my kind of music. You know what I'm saying? And I genuinely have a rule about not listening to the music once it comes out, because I don't know about you guys, but it's just cringe sometimes. Yeah, especially on Spotify, when like I hear my own voice on Spotify, it's weird. But that song, that is in my actual like rotation playlist. Like I love it as much as a listener as I do as part of the people who play the song.
Okay, let's hear it. This is Never Lost, performed live for the World Cafe by Kokoroko.
My dreams are never ever lost with you, my dear, my dear. My dreams are never ever lost with you, my dear, my dear. You are never lost when you're with me. You are never lost when you're with me. Yeah. You are never lost when you're with me. You are never lost when you're with me. My dreams are never ever, never ever, yeah. With you, my dear, my dear, my dear. You are never lost whenever, ever, ever I'm lost with you, my dear, my dear. You are never lost.
Hank about everybody. You are never lost. Yeah, 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 yeah. You are never lost. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you are never lost.
In front of a live World Cafe audience, Kokoroko playing songs from their new album, Tough Times Never Last. I'm Reina Duras, speaking with Sheila and Onome of Kokoroko today. I'm talking to two of you, but there are 7 of you up here. Could one of you go around and introduce us to the band?
Yeah. So you're listening to Toby Adenike on guitar, JC on drums, Herx on bass, Johan Kabede on keys and synths, Nushi Nangi on trombone. Yeah.
And then the two of you. So, how did you pull this group together? What were you looking for when you wanted to actually start a band? What kind of musicians? Who were you looking for?
I think I didn't really think too hard about it. It was like, I'm just going to choose some friends.
Enough people to play the songs.
But you know, with Afrobeat, you need like a typical Afrobeat band has like 10, 20 people on stage. So it was like as many people as we could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think at first the fees were so small. It was like, we really want a keys player, but we definitely can't afford it. So I think as soon as like the fees went up a little bit, we added to the band, and yeah, it's become a good group.
So the bigger you get, the bigger the band will get, is what you're kind of saying here.
Not really.
No, I think we're good.
I mean, even with just a group of 7 people, there are lots of personalities. There's going to be lots of opinions. How do you keep everyone on the same page? Is there a guiding principle? Is there something you kind of all have in your mind that you're working towards?
Toby?
Yeah, I think it's just being mindful. I think it's being mindful that when there's so many people, so many different personalities, I think we all just try and be mindful of each other. And I think when you're mindful of each other, things tend to work better. Yeah, I think that's what I would say.
We fight though.
Pardon?
We do fight though.
You
fights
do?
the
Yeah,
most.
we have some good ones. Yeah.
Is like, who's the peacemaker in the group?
I don't know if there's maybe Nushi actually. Nushi says that she doesn't take any sides, but that's not true.
I'm quite a neutral force. Unless I have like a really strong opinion, then it's strong.
I just want to note that you guys disagreed on who the peacemaker was, so that's...
Yeah.
How does the songwriting process work in the room? Like, does one person bring in something and everyone adds on, or is it really a collaborative thing?
I think it's a mix. Sometimes it's like someone will bring an idea that's quite fully formed, and then all it needs is like a collective like touch to kind of personalize it, if that makes sense. And then other times, yeah, someone just brings like a small idea, and then we put our heads together to make it into a fully formed idea. But I think it's always done in a way where everyone's individual like taste and talents can kind of come through.
If you're just joining us, I'm speaking with Kokoroko on World Cafe. Could you give us an example of maybe an artist or a song that you were listening to while you were working on this project?
I don't know, a bit of everything. I think there's one album that I've been saying it's my favorite album for the past year or so, but it's an Iba Taylor album, and it's called My Love and Music. And we've played a few songs, covers from that album. My Oh Mama is one of them. But yeah, it's so cute. It's like 5 songs, and it's so sweet. The lyrics are great.
I'm speaking with Kokoroko on World Cafe. The next song you're going to perform for us is called Sweetie. Could you talk about writing Sweetie?
Okay. I guess it's a nice segue, I guess, talking about Iba Taylor. Yeah, we all love Iba Taylor. His writing Iba Taylor is a famous guitarist from Ghana, famous high life musician. And just the way he writes, the way he plays guitar is one thing, but the way he writes horn lines is another thing. So I think he very much inspired the horn writing in that one. And then I remember Johan was like, oh, we need to write a song that's similar to Silver Shadow. And it was like, yeah, I was just like, okay, let's just mix the two together. Let's see what kind of concoction we can come up with. So yeah, we're just kind of playing around, and yeah, Sweetie came to life.
Will you play it for us now?
I guess so.
Here's Kokoroko with Sweetie, live for World Cafe.
Sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. 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 Ooh, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, baby, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Oh baby, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. 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 Ooh, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, baby, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, baby, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. 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 Ooh, yeah. Sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, baby, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Sweetie make my heartbeat bounce. Ooh, baby, sweetie make my heartbeat bounce.
That was Kokoroko live for the World Cafe. Their new album is called Tough Times Never Last. I'm Raina Duras, chatting with members of Kokoroko today. And maybe you could tell us the meaning behind that word, behind the name Kokoroko.
When we were looking for a name, we started and we were booking gigs and we had all these random names. Kind of the promoters would just make up what they wanted. Yeah, we had some of them were good, some of them not so good. But we were like desperate. We're like, we need something to call the band, and nothing kind of felt right. So we started going through like language dictionaries. I don't speak my language very well at all. I just was reading through a dictionary. This one word, Kokoroko. It said next to it, "Be strong." I was like, yeah, that's great. Took it to the band. We looked it up some more. It's like "Be strong" in some places, "tough to break" in other places.
Hard to break.
Yeah, hard to break. It's the wake up call, the sound of the chicken or the cockerel. Like, we were like, it feels good and it's fun, it's playful, but also I think a lot of the music we love and the music we were referencing is about strength and resilience and about moving through times. I think there's a great fella quote that says music should be fun. And when you make music fun, people listen and then you can say what you want and say the things that you want people to hear. And I think that kind of sums up a lot of what we believe in.
I love that. I'm really curious, Onome and Sheila. You bonded originally over the music that you liked, but were there other experiences as, children of immigrants, as part of the African diaspora in the UK, that you found yourself relating on at the beginning?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we definitely were kind of complaining, talking about the Afrobeat scene at the time. We were like, kind of felt like it didn't really represent us, and we kind of felt disconnected from it in a way. So we were like, you know what, let's just start the band. Let's do something of it. Let's take ownership of our heritage. And yeah, I guess we started playing loads of covers by Ibba Taylor, Pat Thomas, Fela Kuti. And then, yeah, I guess the last album that we did first, Could We Be More? We were like, you know what, let's kind of branch out. Let's like do what they did in a way, like they were being innovative, and let's be innovative ourselves, and let's write music that we really love and feel free, basically.
Yeah. I mean, growing up in London, how much a part of your daily life was your culture and your heritage? I know, Onome, your mom pulled a map out once and showed you some stuff. Could you maybe tell us about that?
I think even before that, it was just like we very much. I think the beautiful thing about London is everyone's there. It's like such a universal city, kind of. And you grow up in like your friends' houses. I grew up in like Bengali houses, like Sri Lankan houses, Ghanaian houses, Jamaicans, and you understand everyone's culture. So I very much just felt like an African kid. And then as you get a bit older, it's like, oh, I realize I'm very British as well in a lot of ways. But I never necessarily felt like that in London because our community was so big. Like a Senegalese family downstairs in my house, upstairs Nigerian family. And I think for all of us, we all connect on. We're all from different countries or different parts of the same countries. And like there's food, there's stories, the way your parents treat you, like just your general experience is so shared with so many people in the city that it is your everyday life. I think it's very much within us.
Do you think that connection to your heritage and that history and that culture, is it something that comes through just inherently in your music, or is it really something that you're focusing on when you're writing?
I think it's a bit of both. I think, yeah, we have a deep love for the music, so I think it's always going to be there in some way. But I feel like we kind of wanted to feel free and just write the music that we really want. So whether it comes up like in a song like Closer to Me, or Idea 5, or something like Da Do Da, which is completely different. I feel like there's a beauty in being able to like play what you want. Like I really love the band Salt, and every album is completely different. And yeah, I really respect that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm speaking with Kokoroko on World Cafe. We're going to finish off today with the song Just Can't Wait. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about this song before we hear you play it?
Johan just couldn't wait to play it at the end of the last song. But this song
You look
was
so calm over there.
I think this was like one of the last songs we got over the line on that album, where we felt like it needed a verse and we didn't have a verse. And we were like scrambling on the day of mixing. I think we were like up very late, and like that morning we're like, okay, let's get a verse, take it straight to the mix engineer. And I think it's one of our favorite songs from the record.
This is Kokoroko playing Just Can't Wait live on World Cafe.
sweet candy rain. You know I love you like the summertime. Yeah. Truth be told, if I looked up to the stars and made a wish, I know it couldn't be sweeter than this. My sweet, sweet joy. Just can't wait. Yeah, 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 yeah. I just can't wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Performing songs from their new album, Tough Times Never Last, for World Cafe, Kokoroko.
Thank you so much for having us.
Kokoroko, thank you so much for being here.